right, our next video, if you've watched the videos before, we've prepared these colts this morning, and we've softened their neck and their jaw and their backs, and we've developed relaxation in them, which is the very first step, in my opinion, in the training tree of progress. So now we've eaten our lunch and we had our horses in the stall and offered them some water, and so now we're going to start back to work, and we're going to prepare these horses now to put a saddle on, and we're going to start them with a little mounted work. But first, what we're going to do is prepare them for that, and by that I mean we're going to start developing confidence in them that we're just going to see and let the horses tell us where they are as far as their confidence level. So it's my hunch that this isn't going to take long, but this is certainly something you can't overlook. Okay? So David, you go ahead and do what I showed you. When he's going to take his horse between the plywood and the fence, realizing that if you noticed in our last video, we lunged the horse between us and the fence without the plywood. So if we'd have done this first, he'd be running around and jumping over that plywood. So we established that horse to be able to do this in our last video by just actually going between us and the fence. So now we're going to add another layer to it. We're going to have the plywood. All right, so now David, take the plywood and we'll bring it closer to the fence. So we're not going to ask it to step over the fence the first time. And I've got it up off the ground about an inch or two on this hump, so when she steps on it, it's going to go like that. Okay, that's okay. And this helps for a lot of reasons. It teaches it, so there you go, excellent. This is a good way to start a horse loading. Like last night, the trouble he had putting his feet up on the trailer, this is a good exercise to work before that. And then they get used to feeling something under their feet and that movement. And usually what he's going to do is he's going to go both directions over the plywood. And see the way I got it propped up, it's kind of moving under her feet and all. It's okay. Okay. There, good. I'm going to move it now. So lunge her over top and get her to stop on it and stand on it. Good. Now just stand there now, let her soak for just a second. Okay? You're done. You passed. So you stand over here, and now let's try it with Matt. Now this horse, yesterday when we loaded him up, he had a real problem with stepping on that trailer. But see, he's under a lot of pressure. He doesn't want his sister to show him up, so he's really trying hard to not look like a big wimp here. So what I see in this horse, and it's a very good thing to identify, is apprehension, but not fear, and I don't see resistance. I see him curious and apprehensive. So, and I'm okay with that. But now if he'd have got to that board and stopped, it turned his butt around and wrung his tail and kicked at you, that's no. Then we got to handle that in a different way. But apprehension, curiosity, he's trying, he's fine. See there? But now later on here, we're going to ask him to do a lot more exciting things than this, but we got to make sure he'll do this first. Because if he won't do this little stuff, this is ABC 1, 2, 3. Just like a little child learning how to read, they got to learn their letters and the sounds of letters. And you have to condition this horse's mind to learn. So we're way ahead of where we started this morning. He won't take his eyes off Raymond, and he's looking at him, likes him, trusts him.